Oh! Bombo, boy là, qui me sera ouais, you know. Oh, he was my colleague. Yeah, I play with him. Bombo, don't you come. Ah, to Christian, bon, c'est qu'est-ce là. Quand Christian mais quel bureau, mais go bon dans 10 minutes. Quand Christian, nengi ki ha. Bombo.
That is a beautiful video of arguably Africa's best football talent, Samuel Eto'o, who is currently the president of the Cameroon Football Association. He was stepping out of a meeting, as we said, in Douala, EcoBank meeting, so to speak, where he was stopped by a former friend and colleague who they both played football together. Unfortunately, the guy couldn't make it and wasn't able to become who he wants to be in the football in his football career, and now a security guard to one of the, whether it's the EcoBank or to any of the companies, they're most likely EcoBank anyway. And seeing Samuel Eto'o coming into the meeting and probably leaving, I may have told his friends that we played football together. They didn't believe until Samuel Eto'o beckoned on him, and then he was able to have a few seconds of conversation. And in that conversation, according to interpreters, you notice that Samuel had said he was his colleague, and Samuel has also been is now open for a meeting with him. That has sparked a lot of conversation in the public. Some people blasting Samuel Eto'o to say, where was he all this while? Why Samuel couldn't look out for him and help him? Unfortunately, some people may just be on social media trying to cause mayhem, right? Other persons are saying that the guy failed. Other persons have dragged the guy to say he couldn't make it. Other persons are also saying, good. Here is it. First off, everybody, someone said that 20 children can be born in a particular place, but 20 of them will never be able to grow together. Destinies varies, and people are likely not going to achieve all what they achieve. Some of us that are even doing this now, there was a time I wanted to be a medical doctor. At another time, I planned to be a lawyer. Very recently, I wanted to be a world-class journalist, anchoring world-class shows in world-class televisions. But today, from my room, I am talking to about 1 million persons on all of my social media platforms, according to the analytics and insights on my page or my platforms, and doing the best I can. So dreams, there are no guarantee that all your dreams will come true. And same way that not everybody that invested in a particular career or that learned a particular skill went on to becoming who they want to be. So all of that should be put aside. I appreciate, and this is something that there is something all of us need to learn from this security guard. He wasn't bitter. I don't know, I may be wrong, but you see, a lot of us have had friends who had become big, and because of that, I've seen videos. In recent time, I saw that the in-law of Eto'o was being quoted to have said Eto'o had forgotten him. In-law. A lot of us have got reasons why the big friends, our former colleagues, our former classmates that are now big have not helped us, and because of that, we have become so bitter. And there's some people are not even working. Some people are not even. See this guy. One of the things that we must learn from him is positioning. If he had continued to become bitter and resentful and refused to have worked, he would not have been in a position where we one day stop Samuel Eto'o and talk to. We are going to wait for the development of this story to see what Samuel can do for him, because this is very important. And with social media now agog with this conversation, Samuel will take the advantage to also create a brand name for himself. However, the big thing that all of us must learn is positioning. I'll tell you this, and I'll say it very profoundly. A few years ago, while it wasn't Mr. Common Sense, so just one Joel who was roaming the streets of Benin trying to get his ass together. I had seen one of my primary school classmates, right? I attended the Word of Faith group of schools, one of the branches in Benin. And then I had beckoned on. I saw this classmate, and then I sent a DM because I was very sure that this was my classmate. Sent a DM, and this classmate denied ever attending Word of Faith or having to know me, and it was fine. I tried to make the person recall other things, but maybe I was wrong, so I rested on my horse and I went away. It was a terrible time for me. I could have denied myself too at that time. A few years down the line, I think sometime in 2023, I was on my own when I got a call from another of my classmates that we talked, and guess who is with me, so person. And then we now had conversation. The conversation will lead me to starting a social media campaign for that person because of some reasons. And then it's not me being proud, but then I told myself, if I had allowed the bitterness of what this person had done, allowed the fact that this person had treated me badly or denied me, I would not have moved to continue. So every single rejection, every single despair you have should be a reason why you should pursue and progress. Apostle Emma used to say very profoundly that there are two things that pain should cause you. It should either make you cry or make you fight. So it depends on what you want. If you want to cry, you continue to cry. But if you want to fight, you continue to fight, and that pain will stop. And then it's encouraging for you, for me to tell everybody watching who has got an uncle, an auntie, a friend, a brother somewhere, and then you are expecting that this person is supposed to have honored you, supposed to have shown you love, but then these persons are not coming. Bro, keep moving. Continue to position yourself for not for help from people. Position yourself to becoming who you want to be. Keep growing, keep growing. I'm proud of this security guard who didn't stop. And this is a whole lot of African footballers. I was to tell a story a few days ago. I was telling my friend that I will need to look for one of these persons who played football at young age and thought all of us thought we were going to become football professionals. But my dad had put me off football early. But some persons went on to play and play and play for years, and they may not have learned any skill, and that may have had them to go and start looking for any job to survive them. And I'll end with this. There's a book called Toxic Charity by Robert Luton, and then he spoke about the 5 steps to dependency. And this is to people that are getting help from people that are offering help to people, and this would help you to guide your thoughts. Robert Luton in that book actually said that if you help somebody for the first time, the first attempt to help will breed appreciation. The person would appreciate you. The person will thank you. The second time you are helping, the person becomes anticipating of a thought one. Now, by the second time you have given to that person will now continue to anticipate. It breeds anticipation. The third will now begin to lead to expectation. Now, it becomes something that the person is comfortable to expect all the time. That after helping for the third time, you are likely going to continue to do. Expectation now rises in it. Then the fourth is entitlement. When you are help somebody for the first, second, third, and fourth time, the person becomes entitled. The person now begins to wait. That's why you begin to see that the person now begins to expect that you will do it. The person now say, why you not go do it before? And the person now begins to develop a spirit of entitlement over what you are doing. Then the fifth one, that's the big one, the person becomes a dependent. It breeds dependency. And so by the fifth time you are helping somebody, the person becomes dependent. Now, this is not to stop you from helping, neither is this stopping you from asking, right? It helps all of us to understand clearly where we are, because you see this aspect of help. I have had a very unhealthy thought about it. I've had a very myopic view about it until I've now been in a position where I'm now being tagged as a bad person because I couldn't do the 6th or the 7th or the 8th. And somebody said one time that keep doing, do 99 good, 1 bad, you're a bad person. It's unfortunate. So let's keep growing, let's keep getting better. And one of these days, we too will have enough to also give to people. The goal is for you to continue to position yourself and grow in life. Don't depend on anybody. Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for your classmates or your uncles, your family members that are better. You should be the focus. Continue to grow. God bless you and be good.